happy Thanksgiving and welcome to day, I think it's 27 now. So I am headed downstairs and as you can see, I am a little bit on the tired side still. I did not sleep today. I slept for probably about 3 hours actually, which some days is plenty and I feel great, and some days are like today and I needed another like 6. So anyway, I'm headed downstairs. I'll try to get some pictures of supper. Like I said, it's not super convenient to do with people around. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get some pictures for you guys, and I'm going to go enjoy spending some time with my family. And I hope you guys had a great day if you're seeing this after Thanksgiving, so that you spent time with your family or your loved ones or just your friends, or if you know what, if you spent the time alone and that makes you happy too, sounds terrific. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Alrighty guys, well happy Thanksgiving continued. I just got done shopping at Target. Supper was super delicious. So I had a plate with, I'll show you the picture here, but I had a plate, it had stuffing with gravy on it, and it had some squash with brown sugar on it, and it had some, what else was on that plate? Mashed potatoes with gravy, and the green bean casserole was awesome. Total keeper recipe. That one we'll have to repeat. So yeah, so dinner was super yummy. And I just stopped at Target and I didn't get any toys per se because they really weren't that phenomenal of a price, and the few Lego sets that were on sale the boys already have, which not a big shock, they've got lots. I got can you see them? I got 3 very large teddy bears. You see the very large teddy bears in the back seat? Got 3 very large teddy bears for 3 boys. And then I got a whole bunch of movies, which not all of them will even be for Christmas because, yeah, I already have a couple of Christmas movies. And then I couldn't find the couple of movies that the girls, I know they wanted, so I'll just order those online. And I got a game for Connor. Oh, excuse me. The 2 games that I wanted to look at for Preston were not on sale. Although all the games are 25% off on Saturday, so I may or may not come back. I don't know if I want to or not, but I might. And then on, let's see, what else did I get? I got a couple of t-shirts for Samantha, but those I'm going to give her for her birthday rather than for Christmas. I've got enough clothes for her for Christmas. And, got a book set that I know Samantha wanted that was 25 instead of 40, so that was a pretty good deal. That's it. And the line really wasn't that bad. I mean, there's freaking people everywhere. Holy cow, there's a lot of people. Like a lot of people. Oh my gosh, it's hard to even move around. But that being said, it really wasn't that bad in terms of the line. So you had to go up one aisle and down another aisle to turn down another aisle, and that was where the line was supposed to start. But they had all their cash registers open, so you just kept right on walking, and I just walked right up to a cash register that had one person. The lady was yelling, "Go down to the end, the lines are shorter down the end, blah blah blah." Well, the line that I pulled up to was right first thing, and there was like one person ahead of me, so no big deal at all. So anyway, I did bring some food with me, although I am insanely full right now. Granted I ate at supper at 5 o'clock, so itchy. Too many people around, too much dust and stuff blowing around. Anyway, so I brought green bean casserole and mashed potatoes with gravy on it, and a piece of pie, the pumpkin pie, super delicious. And it's so exciting that you can make pie without eggs. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome that it works out like perfect. It's perfect. It was awesome. And then, and that sunflower seed pie for the boys turned out just like the pecan pie. Like totally super crazy ass sweet, just like that. So hey, it worked out great. Yeah, so and I brought a small bowl of soup rather than like a big bowl of soup. I mean it's a square bowl, but it's only like got this much in the bottom of it of soup. That was all that was left. So I brought those 2 things, and I should definitely be able to make it no problem with that. Excuse me. I did not sleep today. Well, at all. I am super not lively. I was thinking about going to the gas station and getting a diet root beer, and I realized my husband, this is diet root beer. I had water with supper. Everybody else was having, like the girls had Diet Sprite with cranberry juice in it. It was actually cranberry raspberry, but cranberry juice in it. And the boys had limeade. My mom, my stepdad, my husband had a hard root beer. I don't drink, it's just not my thing anymore. And so I'm sure it would have tasted fine, but no point in it. I'm not, it's not necessary. So, yeah. So anyway, so I had water with supper, and so I was like, you know, I could use some root beer. So Anthony packed me up a drink to go. And it's delicious. It used to be like back in the olden days that of animal products and nastiness like that, I would have root beer floats and absolutely loved them. And I have to say, to me, the diet root beer now is so sweet and delicious that I mean, it's just super sweet to me. It's almost too sweet, but I don't need the ice cream in it. It's like this perfectly wonderful, bubbly, fizzy drink all on its own. So happy day. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go. I actually am gonna be early for work, which is, I won't be early. By the time I get there and get clocked in and stuff, it'll be like closer to 8 o'clock, so that'll be fine. And then I'll leave for work again in the morning, go home, and it'll be great. So I'll talk to you guys again probably tomorrow morning. I hope you had a fabulous Thanksgiving, like for real. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and hopefully everybody has a lot to be thankful for. So you guys take care, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Well, good morning, guys. I am done with work and on my way home. And it's maybe just a touch earlier than it has been the last couple days because it's not quite as bright in here, so sorry about that. Oh, I want to sneeze. I mean, I don't want to sneeze, but I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So, okay, guys. I watched a really, really, really interesting video last night that was part of one of John McDougall's, I don't remember if it was like one of the weekend things or if it was one of his 10-day seminars. I don't remember. Anyways, it was a really interesting video that was part of one of his things that he puts on, and it was back in February, apparently, was when the meeting was held. So I watched it, and it was let's see. I guess I don't know what kind of doctor he is. Dr. Nick Delgado was the presenter, and he gave this really, really, really compelling presentation. Okay, so first of all, before you go and watch this, you need to know that he's kind of, maybe a little bit of an arrogant jerk, kind of. I'm pretty sure he thinks very highly of himself, which, to be honest with you, at his age and his physical level of fitness, he probably has the right to toot his own horn a bit. But he does kind of go on and on about his strength, and doesn't really get into his presentation for maybe like the first 15 to 20 minutes of it. So go into it knowing that he's kind of puffed up about how awesome he is, although he is kind of awesome. So you know, it's so much better when somebody else says that person is so awesome because blah blah blah, than for the person to say themselves, I am so awesome because, you know, it doesn't carry the same weight when you go on and on about how wonderful you are, rather than somebody else going on and on about how wonderful you are. So anyway, that was a little bit but I totally would recommend going and watching the video. So I'll try to remember to put a link in the description box, but it was Nick Delgado, and it was Why Plant Protein is Misunderstood, I believe is the name of the presentation. And yeah, it's great. It is really, really a fabulous compilation of the different information that anybody that is whole food plant-based should have on the tip of their tongue for when you get asked, well, where do you get your protein? And the reason that I say this is actually kind of amusing, because I just had this conversation with my Aunt Carolyn, who's actually not related to me at all. But anyway, my Aunt Carolyn, who's awesome. If you ever watch this, love you to death. So I had a conversation with her last night, and apparently I had never told her that my mom, my husband, and I are whole food plant-based. I don't know why, it never occurred to me. I don't talk to her that often. She lives in New York, so I don't see her very often. I see her never. I don't talk to her very often. But yeah, so I mentioned it, and so we were talking about that, and she literally asked me, well, don't you have to eat, like, say, rice and beans to get a complete protein? And I know the answer to that one. That one I can clearly answer. I was like, well, actually, no, that's just kind of buffed up science. That's not real. And that you get all of your, if you get enough calories and you're eating the right foods and you're eating actually a variety of foods, you're going to get enough protein. And you don't actually have to, basically what I told her is you don't have to combine proteins in one meal, that your body is intelligent enough that over the course of several days, if you get all the different amino acids that you need, your body will create what it needs. It will use what it has and what you provide it to make what it needs. Your body is that smart. So anyways, I just thought it was really amusing and interesting that I watched a video just last night about this exact same thing. And he even brought that up in his presentation, because I guess that's just such a common theme that, well, you know, in order to have a complete protein, you have to mix your rice and your beans. And I totally remember my mom and I even having that conversation, like, I don't know, maybe when I first went plant-based, or maybe when she first went plant-based, which was maybe a month after I did, a couple weeks after I did, I'm not really sure, I don't remember. So anyways, that must be just a really common misconception. So anyways, it was really interesting. The presentation was great. I would highly recommend you go and watch it. And yeah, so otherwise I had my I had mashed potatoes and green bean casserole. I ate that. I ate my piece of pumpkin pie, of course, and I did not get around to eating my soup, so no big deal. I did eat the inside out of 2 Oreos. One of the girls brought mint Oreos, and they're vegan, so you actually could eat an Oreo if you wanted to. I don't ever eat that kind of stuff, but I love mint. And if I was to eat a cookie, a mint Oreo would be like high on the list, for real. Like that and an oatmeal raisin cookie that's like iced. Oh my goodness, those would be awesome. So I took it apart and ate the icing out of the middle of it and threw the cookie part away because it's not gluten-free, obviously. And that was really, really yummy. Very naughty. Totally should have eaten my kale and chickpea soup, which probably has about the same amount of calories as the inside of 2 Oreo cookies. I make poor choices sometimes, guys. Are you with me? Do you do that too? They say that your environment is the most important predictor of your success. And I actually do fine when I'm at home. Work is difficult. People bring crap all the time to share, and it's just constantly all the time that I need to be like, no, either that's not vegan, I'm not going to eat it, or that has oil in it, I'm not going to eat it, or that has an excessive amount of sugar or fat, I'm not going to eat that. And it gets old sometimes not ever participating. But it's just junk, and my body doesn't need it, and I don't need it, and I don't need the fat, and I don't need the double chin, and I don't need, you know? I don't know. It's really hard. I'm sure you guys struggle too. If you're perfect, then you are welcome to say so in the comments below. Totally own it. If you are perfect and you eat perfectly, feel free to say, you know, Heather, get your stuff together, because if I can do it, so can you. I totally am okay with that. There are some people that, like Chef AJ, who just are the pinnacle of success, and more power to you. I am not. I have my moments. So anyways, that's my little rant, but yeah, that doesn't really help. That just makes me shiny on one side. So I'm almost home, and I'm going to take some stuff inside. I'm not going to take the bears in because they are they're kind of not inconspicuous in the slightest. They would be noticed if I brought them in. So I asked my husband if he wanted to meet me in the garage with some big huge black garbage bags, and then he could just leave them in the garage and then take them up to the attic later tonight after the boys go to bed. But he just told me to leave them in the truck and that he'll take care of them later. So okay, I'm sure that makes my life easier if that's what he wants to do. No problem, right? So anywho, yeah, I'm not going to eat when I get home because I'm like way outside of my window anyway, because I had supper last night at 5 o'clock. So my window should have closed at like 3 a.m. which I actually ate my food before that. So anyways, but yeah, hopefully I will be able to handle just sleeping today, seeing as I didn't hardly sleep at all yesterday. I would really like to. I just saying sleep and I'm gonna yawn. Oh man. Excuse me. So anyways, I am hoping to get some sleep today. And if I don't sleep well, or if I wake up and can't go back to sleep, I am going to dang well get in their stupid garden bathtub that's massive that I don't ever get in because I don't enjoy taking a bath, and see if some hot water will chill me out a little bit. Maybe. The only reason that I can't sleep usually is because my brain goes constantly. I mean, just constantly. My brain is just constantly running. I don't know. Hopefully that's normal. I'm not really 100% sure if that's normal or not, but yeah, my brain just constantly is thinking. It's very hard to shut that off. But anyways, I am almost home, so I am going to let you guys go, and I will see you again this evening. I don't need to stop on my way to work for anything, so I probably will just chat at you in the parking lot tonight because I don't have to be into work until 8:30. And I almost always leave home at the same time, regardless of whether I have to be to work at 8 or at 8:30, because it's just what I'm used to. For so long I was to be at work at 8:30, and so I left my house at 7:30, just to account for stupid drivers on the 380 that I drive on, because it's just such a mess of a road and people are constantly in car accidents. So, but it does get a little tight sometimes trying to get to work in an appropriate amount of time when I only give myself a half an hour, and it definitely takes at least 25 minutes. So anyways, all right, I'm home. I hope you guys had a fabulous Thanksgiving yet again. I know I said it last night, but hopefully you had a really, really awesome Thanksgiving with your peeps, or even by yourself, or with internet friends, or with your church people, however you guys do it. I hope you had a great day, and I will talk to you again later.